or
So
we
which
live
one over
on
there?
one and live on the other.
You live on one?
I don't know, but living live is spelled the same.
It is. Welcome back to. Oh no, there's wrong.
Well, still welcome back.
Happy Friday.
That too.
Yeah. And so happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to everyone else.
And
We
you too.
are live.
Yes.
And hopefully everybody had a great week. It's the holiday season. And do me a favor and go on your YouTube on your phone. Is your phone down?
Yes.
And see if we sound good because I'm doing the live on Instagram to let people know we are live on YouTube. Um, it's the holiday season for a lot of people. It's the solstice. It's the Christmas. It's the Hanukkah. It's the Kwanzaa. Am I missing any holidays that people celebrate this time?
New Year's.
Advent, like Advent. They don't teach that in Catholic school anymore. My child Catholic school, which I don't get. We sound good. Cut it off.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
This will be evidence to me. I'm like, ah. But did I get them all?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I believe so. Happy holidays. Happy end of the year. Um, so
I'm a
yeah.
little snotty.
Everybody's a little snotty. Hey.
It was 50 degrees like 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Now it's like negative 100.
Yes, it is. Hello. Yeah, it's like 10 degrees here in Philly. It's 8 in other places and it's cold.
No, but no, I don't have a problem with it being 10 degrees. I have a problem that it was like 60 degrees less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah, this weather this year has been like
Whatever
it
it
was
wants to
like
be.
this and here and there. But it can do that.
Yeah.
Because people be doing whatever it wants to this world. So it's gonna show y'all. Um but yeah, be safe out there. Get your immune system, boost your immune system. Take your vitamin C's. Take your all your other vitamins. If
Some
you
water.
drink a lot of water, not dehydrate,
Hydrate.
hydrate. And listen, water is messed up now. You know, like how everything else ain't real. Put a little bit of Himalayan sea salt in there. A little bit of that. Ask your doctors if you need. Everybody go to doctors now and stuff and on something. So please talk to your doctor
Not
before you
everybody.
do stuff. But a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, you barely can taste it. Sometimes you can't taste it at all because you're not getting your electrolytes. So you're drinking this water that's not water. It's probably like Dasani water or something. And then is you're just being dehydrated and you're still dehydrated even though you're drinking so much water. And you can't put that much water or whatever this stuff is inside of you
Get out of
because you
there.
can drown.
I'm sorry. Cat's in my shit.
So take your vitamins. It's wintertime, but the sun still comes out because we have light in the day. Go outside and get a little bit of sun, even if it's for 5 minutes. Stand in the sun, let the sun kiss your skin, let the sun love on you, let the sun do things to you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
So,
sorry.
hey, LaDonna, what's up?
I'm a little
Happy
distracted.
Friday. Hey, the viewers.
Oh shit, we doubled up quick.
But yeah, and people who are not feeling well or your body's just going through a little sickness and cleansing, feel better. Eat your garlic. Well, again, take garlic if you can take garlic. It helps heat your body up on the inside. Then you put your little Vicks on there. Oh, remember I thought that the Vicks I had was just not strong. And I was like, this Vicks ain't good no more, but it was expired.
Yeah.
For like 10 years. It's still Vicks. But put your Vicks on, rub yourself up, wrap yourself up, make sure your undershirt on, put your hoodie on, your sweatshirt, and then sweat it all out. All right, just take care of yourselves.
Yeah, there we go.
And also take care of your mind, not just your body. Take care of your mind. Be around your peace. Be around the things that you want in your life. If you want peace, be around peace. If you want disruption, be around disruption because that's okay too. Because it's what you want. So yeah,
Yeah,
work.
keep it away from me though. I ain't for it. You and your disruption stay over there.
So what else was I saying? Talk to the people, Anthony. I was talking too much. I'm still talking too much.
No,
I
you
plug this
talking
thing
just
in.
fine. Like, no, they don't understand. I woke up and then come to do the show, and now give me a minute, and I'll be awake all the way.
Despiértate ahora. So,
Okay.
see, oh, it's dragging some, LaDonna? Oh, I see it. Thank you.
Oh,
What is going on? I just had my internet. See, I just had my internet. You know what? It's not the internet. It must be this app. Thanks, LaDonna. I appreciate that. Must be this app. Sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna get off of this. I have to find another app to
Stream
be
time.
compatible with, this thing. So talk anything. You said you was gonna
Yeah.
wake up.
Yeah, I'm trying. But you was talking. So you
Wait.
can finish your statement. Like,
I don't have a statement.
yeah, you was talking about dragon. And
Dragon?
skipping.
No, it's not dragon because the
That's
thing was
what
dragon.
I know.
No, I was thinking Ladonna. Ladonna, you sent me some good stuff. We're gonna talk about one of those topics. I don't think I told you what Ladonna has sent us. Remember, you can always send us.
I probably synced it.
Oh yeah. You can probably. But she's my friend. I keep forgetting she's your sister, but she's my friend. So you can always send us clips and stuff. Tell us things that you might want to talk about on the show. If it's cool, Ladonna sends cool stuff. So, starting off,
Yeah.
what are we talking about this evening? And we'll talk about that in and out of stuff too, because I would like to
In
know.
and out, they make good hamburgers.
I can't eat hamburgers.
You
Thanks
could.
for reminding me.
Could.
I'll die. That's what he wants to happen to me, people on the air now.
You know how he views.
Oh shucks! This is she got us on a big screen, and she typing on her phone. She's bilingual with your eyes and your fingers. All right, I don't know. Okay, I was just gonna throw this out here. Listen, I know it's the end of the year and people have New Year's resolutions. We'll talk about ours if we have one or whatever. But a resolution that you should have every day, people, keep your bodies clean. It's not something that you should do. It's something that you have to do every day. Did you hear that? What'd I say?
Every day.
Not just sometimes, not just when you feel like it.
Not just because you're gonna be around people and leave the house. Get up and wash your hands.
And not just because it's clean and it stops disease from spreading all over the world, and colds and flus and all that other stuff because people's not washing their hands or washing them in that the pee thing, the urinal. The man was so drunk and washed his hands in the urinal.
What was that?
You didn't see that?
No, I don't want to see that.
Oh my goodness. It was this man. You silly. It was this man who was drunk at a festival, and it was like the closed-in porta potties. They have nice ones now. They have like carpet, not carpet. They shouldn't have carpet in there, but they have the dollar store panel flooring and stuff. It looks nice. Go ahead, porta potty people. But when he came out,
I go all the just for the porta potties. Then I leave. I just go see if they're clean and how they look, and if they're nice, I review them, and then I go.
I could. No, okay, no, but no, outside it was.
Channel.
It was no, it probably is. It was like a trough, but after trough was a urinal. But he must have came out the porta potty. He came in. His drunk was drunk behind. It was pee in here, and he would start washing his hands. Gross. That just took me off what I was talking about.
Yeah, like
being clean, not an option, but duty. It's cleanliness is next to godliness. It's so good to be clean that Black people put it in the Bible. That ain't even in there. We said no. God left something out. I'll throw that in there. But yeah, because I heard some woman. I thought it was one woman, but I didn't see that, so I'm not gonna say that woman's name. But if you know who the woman is, comment and let us know what it is. She said she's a Black. Oh, Anthony, she's a Black. She's a Black.
Okay, Donald Trump.
And I was just so disappointed.
She one of
Who's her mama? She wasn't one of my Blacks. We don't do nothing. My Blacks, we wash up. My grandma used to wash me up so bad. My grandma used to make me wash me up in the tub.
Wash all the black
the tub that was this. You couldn't have this much water because you were going to drown. And then she used to scrub my back so hard. I might be darker than this. I might be darker than this, people. My grandma scrubbed me light with them hard hands. She was like 90 years old. Just come here. And I'm like, Grandma, I have boobies now. But anyway, back to this young lady who's disgusting and who knows who her mama is, her grandmama is, and no other people, but they ain't my peoples. She said she only wears dark colored panties because the light colored ones show the shit stains in her panties.
Ew.
So much wrong there. So much wrong.
One, that you shared that with the public.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's true, not, some things are just private and you should keep to yourself
Mm-hmm.
because it's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be nasty, keep it to yourself or who you're being nasty with.
Yeah.
It ain't for the public.
Okay, what's another problem that you think it is?
But besides being nasty and dirty,
oh, then
and
you
probably a little
put it in
stank.
public, nasty, dirty. Nobody told you to wash your ass.
That's a problem. Well, see, you blaming the people. They might have taught her she just don't.
Somebody didn't beat you for not washing your ass.
Now, if so, they didn't do it right. Like, you should be
Because
scared
they
as
saw
an
those
adult.
marks on your panties when you was a little kid, and you should have got a butt whooping after a certain age. You should have got a butt whooping after a couple of those not looking too nice.
And you should be single your whole life if any man ever comes in.
Y'all men nasty though. Y'all put your things in anything sometimes.
No,
I'm gonna put you in there because that
you.
is not nice. I'll put you in some other stuff. But
maybe I don't want to be in it.
Yeah. That my man put his thing in anything. I heard they put in things in the smelly things, and it don't matter if it's smelly, and they just keep on the smell stuff.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
people.
I don't do that. I will make an excuse. Ooh, emergency. I got
my eyes burning.
Yeah, if it get that bad, Jesus.
So,
I might have to tell you about yourself and just go home and never call you again. Like, hey, that was foul. Why would you invite a person over if you smell like that?
I wouldn't say nobody know how they smell. People know how they smell.
Well, you should, right? Especially if you're inviting somebody
unless
over.
you don't have a nose.
You would still have nostril holes, though, right? I don't know that anybody's been born without nostril holes.
I don't like when you tell me I'm stupid for saying things, and that's what you just did. Protect Black women.
I told you.
So I know she probably have a couple of men. But she said, did she only read dark span? And the other problem is Sweet Pea. You know, if you don't see it, it still exists. She was one of those kids that said, "You can't see me." I disappeared.
Oh, it's moving slow again. I looked down and like your hands was covering your eyes, and then they came.
Oh, okay. I think we good now, though.
Like that screws with my head a little bit because I looked out, like I see you over here moving, then I look at the screen and it's right behind you.
Oh, it does give a lag. It's not right. It's like you can say beep and beep beep. All right, but no, Sweet Pea. I'm gonna let you know this. Just like you can't see stuff, it needs to still exist. People probably still do this to her and her family when she be like, "Oh, you can't see me," and they be like, "Oh, no, we can't see you." I would have loved to do that to one of my kids. To do that for her whole life, and when she's like adult and had her own children, and then it's like, don't teach them, let her teach her own children to do that thing. That would be so good and satisfying. That'd be so satisfying. My niece used to say, instead of shade, she used to say shavy, and I didn't correct her. And he's like, yes, it is shavy out here. I hope she still doesn't say it. She's smart. I hope not. But yeah. Little girl, that's nasty. Why aren't you wiping? When you wipe, if you still see stuff, you wipe again, and you can always go to the sink and say, "Dab with some water." Get in there, and if you're not sure that you always get it, hop in the shower. I know people who only after they poop all the time. They don't poop out in public and stuff. They hop right in the shower after they poop. That's just their thing. And men take all their clothes off. I think we talked about this before, but it's still fascinating and just really blows my mind that all men, probably it's only 2 men that don't do it. All men. Ask a man that you know. Ask a man and ask them when you poop, because they don't poop. They shit. So when you shit, what do you do? No, you gotta say, because he's not gonna tell you take the clothes off because they be embarrassed about that, even though all the men do it.
Not embarrassed about it.
Just say, do you take all your clothes off? Do you take your clothes off when you go poop? Shit. Because we poop shit. I don't poop at all. I'm a lady.
Okay, Kim Jong-un.
Oh no, don't say her, LaDonna. I don't even want to think about the front part of it.
Yeah, I look, that crossed my mind.
She got the nasty woman's disease. That's what the nasty woman disease is.
One of them.
I think we cracked it.
No, it's a bunch of them.
No, it's that one that we didn't know about from The Color Purple when they said the nasty woman disease. I think we cracked it. Aha. Can Anthony, can you pay attention to what we're doing here and not the screensaver?
Yeah.
Wow.
You want me to stop? Stop trying to check me
Wow.
on TV, all live and shit in front of people.
Wow. Well, we are live. So that's gross. It made me want to belch a little bit right now. So please, everyone, wash up. Everyone. It keeps the world safe
And clean
and healthy. You know what I don't like about this? In Philly now, in most urban areas, it's getting to be gentrified. I ain't never seen as many rats before in my entire life. I've lived in North Philly all my life, and I've never seen this many rats. I was driving in my car, and I saw a rat running around the beer store on Cecil B. Moore along the side and going into the door. What is too piled up? Too many rats going in from the side that he got to go through the front door. It's nasty here in the city now. It's just disgusting and nasty. You go around some college areas, they just disgusting. They put their trash. I wouldn't want to put their trash out. Garbage in this places. They don't. It's just gross. More possums is all around. You see more of those, but I see rats. We ain't never had that many rats before. And ever.
I lived in Philly in the 80s when everything was ran down.
Yeah.
Way worse than it is now. And I'm talking about like the
abandoned homes all over. We used to play in them all day.
Yeah, and I did not see the rats that I see now.
Some people stay clean.
I only ever seen them in the subway until now. And these motherfuckers done came up. They walk in the streets like they regular and they belong up here. And they
have stuff to eat from and all that stuff. Yeah. Stop being nasty, people. When you come into other people's neighborhoods, treat it like how they treated it. At least a little bit. Ugh. That's one thing I just Philly is just nasty now. We ain't never been that nasty.
At least not the parts I was in.
Rough, but ain't never been trifling dirty. It's been dirty. It ain't nasty. All right. So all the nasty people wash up. Just because they say the pandemic is over, you should still be washing your hands. People aren't washing their hands.
You should have been washing your hands before the pandemic.
You know, when you hand sanitize and like say you might have chips of shit on your hand and you need to clean it with sanitize, you don't wash that off. You just cleaning the chips of shit and keep rubbing chips of shit all over your hands. I like the chips of shit to get off my hands if I have it. So you put the water on it and let the water run the chips of shit off. Not keep rubbing the chips of shit into your hands. Soap, not just water. Ugh. It is turning into New York. Gross. The will come when the next time you've been up here recently, but still, it's gross. Next, what we talk about?
What?
Well, we might as well talk about this. We're talking about people should be cleaning themselves and washing themselves regularly. And ladies, if your mama ain't tell you this, you're supposed to clean yourself twice a day once you become a little lady. You're fresh enough. You go to the powder room. You're always supposed to be smelling good here, there, and everywhere. You're a lady. Thank you for translating for me. He says hood language.
No, I don't know.
Oh, is it skipping again?
It slows down and catches up.
It's like a robot. All right, hopefully it catches up soon and you stay there with us. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna have to find another webcam because it's not. If you guys know out there which webcam will be very compatible with my Mac, and we can use that for streaming, that'll be helpful. Appreciate that. Gentle parenting. Yes, front to back. Gentle parenting. What does that mean to you, Anthony?
It sounds like some bullshit.
Like pure D.
Like
Boo.
If you're parenting, you're parenting. What do you mean gentle?
So is the other one is rough?
Harsh?
Then?
Yeah.
Like,
what do I harsh parent? I don't know. What is you tell me? Somebody came up with this dumbass term.
They always coming up with dumbass terms. I would love to be in a room with these dumbass people who have nothing to do all day to come up with dumbass terms like African American and Negro and unsheltered or unhoused and.
Oh wow, we way behind now.
Oh no, I don't like this. Stay with us. Maybe if I go out and then come back in. Hey, that's the trick.
So you just got to keep doing that. Though? That's
No, it's not the trick. That may be the trick. But for right now, that's going to be a trick. And I appreciate y'all sticking in there with us because this is not the trick.
drama. It starts and it stops and then.
It sucks. But we're staying in here tonight. We're not leaving because we want to give you a show because the show that we thought was live last week ended up disappearing. And I know it was live. But half of it disappeared.
I don't know. I blame the engineers.
Oh, calm down. Whew. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sometimes. Okay. All right. So we'll get to gentle parenting. What I think gentle parenting is, I think is a bunch of bullshit too. People parent, and you parent depending on the children you have. You just don't blanket parenting. And parenting also, you're a person. And parenting is depending on what goes on with other people in their lives, how they deal with their life. So it has nothing to do with people do this and people do that. It's your parenting. Why is this?
But as a parent, I believe discipline is part of parenting. So what? If I'm gentle, I don't discipline my child so they can do whatever the hell they want?
No, that's not what it is. You can't do that. Oh, there we go.
So what is it?
So what they're saying is no hitting is one. And not every child needs to be hit. Not every parent hits their child, but some kids, a little bit, just a little pop and chest, something like pop, 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 pow. But it's like you don't hit your kids. You sleep with your kids. You don't make them get out your bed when they shouldn't be in your bed anyway. Well, you should hit a man and tell them you get out your bed. You should let them sleep with you as long as they want to sleep with you. If they're crying, you pick them up. You don't let them cry.
No, all of this is wrong.
Yeah, and that's when you have mass shootings because they never got the cry. And when someone does something wrong to them, they don't know how to deal with it. So yes, that kind of.
Then you give them a trophy every time they participate in something.
That makes me sick as well.
It's all the same. It's all the same stuff. I mean, you are coddling these kids, and that's why they have no work ethic, and they walk into jobs like, "Where's my money?
Yeah,
I showed up.
Yeah,
but you ain't do shit. But I showed up. Where's my money?
And even if I didn't show
and
up,
why are you mean to me? I showed up. Where's my money?
Oh, this is what my daughter told me, and I was like, "Oh, this world is so weak." She said, "Mom, being direct," she said, "Mom, you're direct and very to the point, and that is considered rude." And I said, "Also, just getting to the point of things is rude, and you have to say kind, not
you want
kind,
to beat
nice
around
words.
the bush around everything. Like, is it okay if we no?"
No, I find that very disrespectful to me because you're playing with my intelligence.
Yes.
Say what you need to say.
Yes. So we can either do it or not.
And then when you're doing all that other stuff, it tells me you're manipulating something on the other end because you need something out of it that you're taking from me that I'm not supposed to know about. And that right there is tricky. If you want something from somebody, say what you want. After that, if they say yes or no, it's yes or no. Move on. They don't owe, nobody owes you anything. So she said, she was like, that's why people and most people think I'm very harsh, not friendly. Well, they don't even say I'm not friendly. Most people say about me, why they don't like me is they can't say I ever did anything to them and just be like, well, you be like, and you did do like, and you say like, and I'm like, so I'm just me being myself. Offends you.
You're offensive.
You're welcome. So your sister said she really rude. Well, she is. Girlfriend is okay.
No, she's rude on purpose. Like she knows what she's doing. Like some people, I don't think that you know that you're.
It's not rude when you.
No. Sometimes you pick the words that are the meanest. Not just the ones that get close.
Who gets to decide which words are mean? How dare you to the words that are mean that people are saying mean? Mean words matter. They're not all words are the same. No words are mean and no words are nice. They're all words. Everyone's good. Go ahead.
What about the N word? They don't even say that one anymore.
Huh? They don't say it anymore.
It's the N word
Oh yeah.
and the F word.
Please. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell
That's
y'all
the
this.
P
Like I
word.
said to tell y'all, I don't care if my cousins and stuff don't watch. My other family don't watch this, and if they do, y'all don't like me anyway. Y'all mad at me anyway. My cousin, they used to have in their house. You could do son. You couldn't say the F word, and everybody used to be like, no, you can't say the F word because we used to be thinking it was fuck. No, an F word was fat. He would get in trouble if he said fat in the house because I guess they figured they was too fat or fat and they don't like their bodies or something. And so they traumatized that boy.
Body shaming. You can't do that no more.
If you fat, you fat. You skinny, you skinny. You ugly, you ugly. So tell him the truth. The F word. Oh, that just had me hilarious. And he was like, oh, you said the F word. Stop traumatizing your kids.
Not necessarily.
And that's
There's
not
this world to do that for you.
And that's harsh parenting right there. And I was watching something. Kelly Rowland, the singer from the girl group Destiny's Child, was saying that she was talking to President Obama's Michelle Obama.
Yeah, and I heard Michelle checked her real quick, like.
Yeah, she was like, well, don't you eventually want your kids to be your friends? And she said, never. And she was like, well, you want them a little bit. She said, no, once you want your child to be your friend, you become afraid of them being mad at you. And they're going to be mad at you for things. Your kids need to be mad at you for things because
you can't let them do whatever the hell they want.
You can't let them do whatever the hell they want. And if you want to be their friend, you want to stop yourself from punishing or doing certain things that they need because you're going to be more concerned about them being fun or angry or liking you. I'm not my dad's friend. That's my best friend in many ways. He is my best friend in many ways. We like this. And we do many things together. And we like really just close. But it's some things I will never do with my dad. Some things I will never say to my dad. I was talking to him on the phone and I almost said the F word, not fat, but the other one. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's miles and miles away from me. But he will never be my friend because we're not the same age. And I'll never know his wisdom, never walk his path. And it's just not the thing. He's my parent.
Certain things about his life that you'll never know and you shouldn't.
I don't want to know. He told me something. He like big butt booty women. And he told me that all the time. We be walking. And he be like, look at the butt. I'm a girl. But anyway, well, I appreciate big booties too. They do be looking good. And they be moving like boom, 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 boom.
You learned that from your daddy.
I did. That's why I like when I hug women. I like the titties. I like them to press up on me, and it's like, oh, I feel like home. Well, I think that's from my aunts and stuff because they had big titties, and it felt like home, and it smelled. Oh, big titties smell so good.
Not always.
I don't know what titties you be around.
Sometimes people be dirty.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's only one woman in the house. It's never two women in somebody else's house. That's why the polygamous stuff. Y'all need separate houses. LaDonna was saying your mom. I'm gonna say her mom. Your mom.
Yeah, her mom was mom. So you can say your mom.
There's only one woman in the household. You can't be no woman in somebody else's house. That's another thing. I don't know if people do this nowadays or not. I'm going all everywhere.
Yeah.
Cooking in other people's kitchens. I don't know where I was, and somebody said I don't cook in other women's kitchens. That's so disrespectful. They have to give you permission, and even then, it's a little weird to cook in another woman's kitchen. I don't know if y'all still do that, but the friend thing is they're never going. You're not supposed to be friends with your children. They're supposed to find their own friends. That's a little creepy.
Yeah, and you should go find your own damn friends. Mm-hmm. It's okay to do family stuff, but it's family stuff, not friend stuff.
And however, when you get older, y'all do build a friendship, a different kind of relationship, and it may open up things that you wouldn't have done, and you experience things and you share certain things. But even then, there should
still be boundaries, limits, and y'all not friends.
Yeah,
I ain't one of your little friends.
Nope. Even like for me with my little cousins, who's in their like 30s. I don't go out with them because I can't see no man talking to them. Because if I see anything that don't look right to me, I'm like, yo, you can't talk to them. Go on home. Like, it's just not, you don't, it's different generations, a different thing.
You was talking about in their 30s?
So, yeah, we're gonna get on to another topic. I'm not a gentle parent. I am a gentle parent. I'm a very gentle parent. My children can't even call me mom. They call me Sarah Sanaya. That's how gentle I am.
That's weird.
So, yeah. What are we talking about next?
I don't know. You got the
I
the
do have
list.
a list. We talk about nasty. Oh, we talking about health and hygiene and being parents. And I'm gonna get to that later. I don't want to laugh at that right now because that's not no. We're gonna go to this thing. Because I want to know, is this a real thing? You may not know because it's amongst women, but you can speak on this because your perspective about the BBL community and stuff. Whatever surgeries you do that's elective to the point where you're cut into your body and it's not harmful, it's nothing is harming you, and it's because
it's elective.
It's elective. Because some elective surgery is a little weird. Like you get your tooth pulled, that's elective surgery.
Sometimes tooth.
No, that's what they call it. So I'm just making it very clear that it's stuff that you want to enhance or you want to change about yourself. It's not in danger or anything. That's for me, in my opinion. And that's when I'm giving my opinion because this is called the undomesticated opinion. As I say a name, it freezes up. We never said it. I'll try this again.
Looking for your phone.
And we're back.
Temporarily. For a second or two.
I was saying my opinion about the thing I was talking about. What was I talking about, Anthony?
Stuff.
I was talking about BBLs. And cutting into your body. You're supposed to keep me
on task. But you got the list. You got to stay on task.
I was about to call you that N-word, but
say you're not allowed to say that. I'll call you the F word.
Yeah. This was designed perfectly for you, and I understand that mental health is a thing. Everything's mental health now, and it is really in this. I can leave this country and you come back, it is mental health. It's a thing going on where people who get this BBL surgery and people who don't get the BBL, they have their natural bodies.
It's all their newfound attention. They feel like they're better than something now. But like,
yeah. I think it's also that the fact that they're not marriage material. Most, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying for the most part, a lot of them get smashed, but don't get X the next day.
Past that, yeah.
You know.
Past that. Yeah.
And someone who didn't put the enhancements in or what they think men want, or get picked, and they can't understand because they feel as though I don't know.
Well, stop being stupid. Listen to what men say. We don't be lying about things we like and what we want. Prefer to be natural, be yourself, and be happy with yourself. Oh my God, please. If you are, then we happy with you.
A happy, confident person is so beautiful to everyone.
Now, like the other bullshit on the internet, why these chicks getting all the likes though? Because they're naked. They get their bodies done, and then they go put on as little as possible and say, "Hey, do you like this picture?"
And men like all naked bodies.
Yes.
They can be any kind of titties. Remember those titties from that movie when they're monster titties? Did you like those titties, Anthony?
No. Oh.
I messed up your brain with titties.
Oh, that was nasty.
But go ahead. Okay. Finish the titty stuff. How titties are beautiful.
They are.
They are beautiful.
And we just want to see. Men are perverted for the most part. We just want to see women naked. So, but it's the ones who get all the surgeries done who come around naked, so they get all the likes.
Yeah.
Hey, you with no surgeries, get on the internet naked. I bet you get a bunch of likes.
Don't.
I'm just saying.
But no, you would, because it has nothing to do
with the surgery, and
they can X out everything else about a person and see the titty, and that's the only thing they're looking at is the titty. I was like, oh my titty. No.
And then we just click like and then scroll right away.
Yeah. Oh, talking about like stuff. Chance the Rapper liked the trans video, and people were trying to like get on him about that, about liking a trans porn video or something. And I'm like, it's whatever. Like, come on, everyone like it, but he didn't like it. People.
How do you know he didn't like it?
His wife said.
His wife said he did. Oh, she liked it
No, they was scrolling, and you can I've done that. I've liked stuff
by accident.
by
while you
accident, and I'm
scrolling.
like, you scrolling, or your phone don't
so
be
they was
moving
watching
and stuff.
porn together, and accidentally clicked something.
He didn't even click it. She said they were scrolling, and he didn't even know he did it, and somebody brought it to his attention. And how dumb would you be if you were famous and you were trying to hide that to put yourself out there and just do it like that? That's just stupid. But anyway,
But then again, the generation.
we're stupid.
Mhm.
So about the BBLs and stuff, y'all, I know, of course, you would. Well, some of them. Did you see Kiki Wyatt's? You didn't see it. Oh, poor child. She can sing though. She can sing, and her kids can sing in their musical too.
Well, ain't everybody getting them removed now? Ain't that the new thing? Because Kim Kardashian took hers out, so now everybody else take theirs out.
That. I still don't understand. In what world? Well, every time we always file their trans. Wow. Anyway, yeah. And some people not gonna be able to get them out because I hear everybody don't have money. The ones that get them, they get their little credit card thingy or something.
Or depending on how the search, I don't know.
But anyway, you do whatever you want to do with your body. Shaming people for what they want to do or don't want to do. I still feel as those blasphemy. I ain't shaming you. You do what you want to do. Cutting into your body. Be safe. Love yourself more.
Check with the doctors. Make sure you come back with all your vital organs.
Doctors.
How about I got a new butt, but I'm missing a kidney.
I'm gonna let you know this. I worked in the healthcare field. Doctors are not even owned by themselves. They're owned by insurance companies. They're owned by the CEOs. They can't say certain things. They don't get to make decisions that they don't want to make. If they came into a practice thinking that this is what they wanted to do, if the practice is bought by these big conglomerates that's going on around, they have to do what they do. And then because being a doctor is easier to be in a group for your malpractice insurance because that's ridiculous.
But then all of y'all have to follow the same.
You have to follow the same thing
to keep the malpractice down.
And
in case
insurance companies that like Aetna and
are
Cigna
also owned by
and
big
those,
pharma.
But they also own these doctors as well.
Yeah.
Because the doctors can't tell you certain things if they
Or
don't
they
say
won't.
it's covered.
Yeah.
And if they do, they'll be sued. So yeah, you
Or
can't
drop
trust
from their insurance.
Yeah, you can't, and that means they can't have patience ever for certain things.
And I think that should go against that hypocritical oath.
Yeah,
because it's hypocritical.
So don't just rely on what your doctor's telling you, because it's a different day and age about what the BBL is. They have to make their quota, they have to make their dollar amount, or they won't have a position or a job, and they still have student loans to pay for forever. Money based, profit based, and people are in this
and including the stuff they prescribe to you.
Yes, because they have to do that as well. They have to, even if they go against it. My doctor, Dr. Haston, he was on Stanton Avenue. Anybody went to Dr. Haston? His daughter ended up being a doctor. He would they would send samples and stuff, and like doing flu season. This is when stuff started coming around, and he'll have them in his office. Anybody know? Don't take that stuff. That's them drugs, but they be having them in here. I let him leave it in here, but he was his own practice. So, yeah, be safe. Another woman just died. We don't hear about all the things people just die because if I was in another country, organs are very expensive.
Well,
and
you
die in my country and nobody can have to bring you back home, or nobody need to bring you back home to say where you came. I mean, who gonna come get me? Your president, your government for you? Oh, and if you're black, ain't nobody gonna come get you because ain't nobody in your household probably got passport. Sorry to say, but I'm just saying, especially a lot of these women who are going to get these BBLs don't look like you. And I'm done. And it's supposed to, right now, don't look like y'all come from families that have a lot of passports.
Well, you got to get one to get. Unless
I see if they don't
to Miami,
I'm talking about,
they had to get one to get to the BBL.
He's too expensive for them, I guess. I heard they cheap down there too.
Where?
In Miami, like.
Well, if you got an expensive doctor that everybody's coming to, there's going to be a quack right next door.
But my thing is,
hey, everybody, come get surgery.
Ooh, like Dr. Giggles. Remember that movie, Dr. Giggles? Oh my gosh, that was a dumb movie. I might watch that soon. But no, if I was a kidneys be like $50,000 on the black market. A heart, and you died here, or you died here, and the whole body of organs. Oh, that's a come up. That is a come up. And you going to another country, and then oh she didn't make it. Ship your body home. We already took. Oh, in our country, we take all the organs out too. That's a banging business. Not encouraging it, but I ain't saying that if you ain't a hustler, you wouldn't. If you ain't a hustler, and Americans need to stop thinking people in other countries are stupid. Just same people, they just speak another language, and they're quite more smarter. They're very more intelligent than we are, and they have ingenuity. That's ingenuity. No way. I am poor. Or I don't make as much as I want to make, or I am money hungry, and I'm in a place that you can't get me. Nobody can get me, and I ain't gonna take. That's why God didn't make me be born in Brazil, cause they be calling me Dr. Doolittle, cause I'm gonna do little, but I'm gonna get a lot. Telling you. All right, so you have anything else to say about that?
Yeah. Don't.
Just don't.
It's not. You don't have to. Be happy with yourself.
Because they like women.
Men like women because they win.
That's it. That's all. And it doesn't, and not even just that with the visual thing. Men like women. Men like a woman's touch. Men like a woman, how a woman smells. Men like women. Don't touch
sometimes.
me. Don't touch me, man.
Sometimes y'all be stinking.
But sometimes they like that too. Okay, let's talk about Brittany Renner real quick, since we're in this realm of that. She
finally growing up. She finally had the epiphany, like, oh shit, like this really ain't gonna work long term.
This is not cool.
Anybody who was of some substance that I had a chance with, I probably screwed that up with, because I have a reputation that precedes me.
And please tell people who Brittany Renner.
Yeah, she's not the one who just came home from Russia, if that's what y'all was thinking. She's a different Brittany.
Oh, that is so close. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
She's the Brittany who was
dating don't even say that about that Brittany. Yeah, she wasn't an athlete.
No, she was dating a bunch of athletes. I think she was an athlete too, but like not a good one, not a great one. I think dating college athletes and taking them for money and stuff, and she was getting pregnant, got pregnant by one, and everybody said that she was doing it just for a check.
Oh no, but prior to that, she was already just sleeping with people. People. And
writing about it and stuff like that. So like anybody who is of some substance, got a little bit of money, like, it don't matter how cute you are. Like if I'm about something, I'm like,
how you bring somebody to your family in that, like, and not saying you can't change.
Exactly, you can't agree, because she's obviously learned.
Yeah, but you also have to know, when you make your bed, you have to lie in it. When you do certain things, it just doesn't go away because you're sorry.
You changed. Yeah, because you don't feel that way anymore. It doesn't mean.
And that's why you need guidance, and you listen to your parents, and you don't be a gentle parent, because
let's say that stuff can happen. Shooting a bunch of people. And I was just in the 90s shooting a bunch of people. Then I woke up in the year 2000. Like, oh shit, you know what? That was wrong. I should have shot all the people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You think I'd be safe walking these streets?
Yeah. Or I want to be a preacher or a pastor,
when they run down on me, I'll be like, no, I don't do that no more.
I don't do that no more. I gave my life over to God.
I've changed. I don't shoot people no more.
Yeah, your actions always have the same consequences, no matter what you decided from it.
Yeah.
Because that's how the world works. But so I'm happy that she's grown and she's learning, and maybe she can teach other girls who they can.
And that's what she's trying to say. Her position is now, like, she wouldn't change what happened to her because.
Wait, hold your thought. I think we did it again. Yeah.
All right.
See, y'all working with us. We work with y'all. We work with this thing. So.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, like, she said, like, she's grown and she thinks she can help other women who are in the same position, who who they think they're empowered, but really all you're doing is screwing your fucking future if you don't get enough money from these niggas you trying to take for bad when you trying to take them for bad.
And it's not even about the money. She wants a relationship. She wants to be loved. She wants someone to care for her. Not that.
Yeah.
Or even then, I want to say she didn't want it.
It wasn't her goal. It wasn't what she was working for.
And also, her worth was in her pussy.
Yeah.
And she didn't have self-worth. So yeah.
If your self-worth is dollars in your account, then you don't understand what self-worth is, and you're a lost cause.
And all these girls, these women, young ladies who are putting themselves out on the internet,
you can't get that
with
back.
their naked, giving head, doing all kinds of stuff. That's a man. A man can forgive some things and see some things. And I'm not a man. I'm just saying, and not all men, but a man who wants to have someone to be his wife.
The more prestigious I am in whatever field I'm in, the less likely I am that I'm going to be able to deal with somebody like that, because I can't have it come out one day. Oh, your wife, that chick that used to be on the internet giving sloppy toppy to everybody.
And not even just that. Morally.
Yeah.
I want this woman to be my wife and have my children. What do I think she's going to teach my children? Or my children find out about the things that she did. Or my child doesn't look like her mother because she had so many enhancements. Or all those kind of things. Those are consequences to your actions. And yes, people live your life because we're going to make mistakes. But we also have to know the consequences to those mistakes. And then also have to understand
live
that
with
people
them and not try to force other people to deal with your consequences.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because people have a right to deal with you according to how they want to deal with you.
Yeah. Not because... No, that's not what I meant when I did that. I don't care what you meant. That's how it came across. That's what it is to me.
Yeah. And also, what am I going to say about that? There may be some men that are still, that it's some, I think that it's somebody out there for her. It may not be the person that she's looking at or looking for.
And that's what the girl who was in the interview before. She was like, yeah, like, because she kept saying that's a certain type of guy I'm looking for, a certain type of guy who is, and I understand it's only going to be a small percentage of men, but like, you are looking for the rich, open-minded man. He don't exist. Open-minded. You know why some men are really open-minded? Because they can't afford to close off anybody. They can't. They're like, and once again, I'm not talking finances. I'm not talking finances. I'm talking about mentally. They can't afford.
And what's the double standard though? You talking about like it's a double standard because men can do that, and I understand that. And it may be sounding like a double standard, but men can fuck with whatever they want and not be considered a whore or looked at a certain way. A woman is too precious. We ain't trash. I'm not saying men are trash, but they ain't that close to divine and stuff as we are, and we just giving stuff away and allowing anything to be inside of us and holding inside of us. There is a double standard. They ain't worth too much. Not saying that they worth a whole lot, and we need them to take out the trash and fight and stuff. But outside of that. We love y'all, men. We need y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Go men. But for real, woman is for real, we're at a higher standard. And it's messed up that a woman can't be a whore like a man. See,
no,
even hearing that, hearing that, it's just not
messed up.
We
not messed up.
So much. We do so much. We are so spiritual and so divine. We should not be just letting anything come into us because it takes so much away from everything else. That let them take out the trash and stuff, and be big and fighting raw and give us that D. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. But yeah, I understand with the double standard. But then it'd be like double standards when men do womanly stuff. Like I don't like a man who gossip. Oh, that's a bitch.
Yeah,
man who don't stand up for others. Bitch. So we just have different roles. We have different roles. I feel as though we have different roles, and men shouldn't be doing women's stuff. Women shouldn't be doing men's stuff. People ain't gonna like what I said about that, but you're welcome. All right. But yeah, Brittany Renner it's a man, like you said. She was saying it's men out there.
But I don't think. I think she's still in a delusional stage where she thinks, no, I'm still going to end up with. Maybe I'm wrong.
And I also see a lot of them, like you said, they're growing up and saying it, but that's where the delusion comes from. They're saying, but I know better now, so everything is erased.
Yes. because I know better now. Like,
No.
no.
Yeah, you know better now, but you still profited off of it. Like those women who say that they got jobs in Hollywood and then somebody raped them after they profited and made a contract to have sex with someone to get a job. I see there's a contract.
I kind
Because
of
people do get raped,
most
and it's different. It's not as pleasant
They
as
didn't
saying
get-
you get a job from it after they get raped. So stop calling it rape. Excuse me.
that's why they say SA, sexual assault. It's not rape.
Some people get sexually assaulted
Because
too.
then they can throw a big umbrella up and try to throw it all under there every time a man has sex with you or does anything sexual. And you don't like it after the fact. I'm not even going to say like he does anything without probably sexual assault. What? Where my? Oh, that's my hand in front of my face. I'm like, where the fuck did my face go? I said, all blurred out.
It scared you. It's like, oh no, my face is going.
Kind of did a little bit. Shut up.
You did that. But yeah. All right, it is getting late. Oh my gosh, we still have a few more things to talk about, and because it's the last show. Oh, this will be the last show until the next one would be after the new year.
It will be.
No, we're not. We're taking a break until the new year.
Oh, we're taking a break.
Yeah, that's how people know. I told you this, man. We take a break until the new year. We may do a few little fun things with some friends. Let's just do it now. We may do some fun things with some friends on the channel that you'll be able to see. I'm gonna make sure we ain't doing all the little crazy stuff.
Yeah, we're back for a second.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then it keeps going back. But we will do, possibly, I don't know, but we will take a break, and you may not see it. You will see us in the new year. Possibly in January. Hopefully in January.
I think
we're not gonna take that much.
Some stuff, see if we can fix this internet stuff so that we're not skipping all over.
We're gonna be looking good. Might even have a new surrounding. And some merch. We playing with this now. All right, so I'm gonna send you the clip. If I can get the clip down, I'm gonna send you the I'm losing his face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this one more time. Stay with us. And we're back. Okay. So yeah, we'll be taking a break until January. But we want to get through this other stuff. And thanks for hanging in and staying with us. We did Japan. We did that. Woman and man go on a date. Woman, man, a whole hour late. Woman still waits for man in the date. Man gets to the date. Woman says, since you were late, I need you to buy my 2 children 2, not 1, 2 steak dinners.
Wait an hour for nobody. I wait now. So I commend you for that. But 2, I'm not also sitting down the ultimate. I'd have got up and walked right the fuck back out that restaurant.
So you're gonna be waiting a whole nother hour or 2 or forever. Yeah, I'm not waiting. I had a date. First of all, men, I'm gonna say this to you. If you reach out to a woman who has not reached out to you, who has not even shown interest in you as far as like, hey, give me a call, let's do this. You showed interest in them. You came knocking on their door. You wanted to take them out on a date. Do not, day of date, call them without giving them any plans before what may be happening day of, and then say, hey, so what you want to do? Nothing with you, because you came and bothered me, and then you want me to do some work. You better plan something. If you want to take a woman out and you're bothering her, she didn't come at your door, you came at her door, do the work. Figure out what y'all want to do. Have something ready for her. You asking her ain't a prize. Trust me, we're women. A man asking a woman, do you want to go out on a date is not a prize. It comes so often. You're a woman. So do a lot better. But I end up, a man did that. And I said, oh no, you asked me on a date. And he said, oh, okay, I'll call you back. We're going to do this at this certain time. He made the time. I even gave an allowance because he's a nice man. And nice man. Yeah, an allowance, because after that it wouldn't have been nothing. But he's a nice man, still a nice man. Set up a time. I get there on time. Naya on time to something. He calls me about 5 minutes in. No, and hold on. I text him while I'm on the road. I'm almost there. So doesn't say nothing that I'm late, running late, nothing. He texts me when you get in. No, 5 minutes later, I'm running late. Such and such. I know how long it takes to get from there to there. You just left out the house. So I said, okay. I'm still being kind. I ordered me something to eat because I'm going to eat. Waited, finished my food. I said, by the time I finished my food, ended up being half hour for everything. I got up and walked out. As I'm walking out, he's walking in. I said, and you have a wonderful time eating. Goodbye.
Like, I don't blame nobody for that. That's weird and wrong, especially if it's like a first or second date. Like,
the first
it's
date.
one thing if like we got a rapport and my life is upside down or something crazy like that, or we did some stuff. It's reasons where that could be okay, but not on like a first date. Not on.
No. And even with that, I'm not going to say, well, since you did this, you owe me something. No, you don't owe me anything. You just don't have the opportunity to be in my life anymore. One, steak dinners for kids. What would y'all at Arby's?
These don't got steak. They got the meats, but they don't got steak. It's
roast beef. Yeah. Secondly, I don't. Why the kids ain't eat?
Yeah, why weren't your kids taken care of before you left the house?
Yeah.
That's her two boyfriends she got at home.
Yeah, that was for her two boyfriends. Because women do that too. When they go to men, I'm sorry but say it because it's wrong. Wrong is wrong is wrong. I don't take sides. I do still take women's sides more because I'm a woman. But they'll order something, take it home to their boyfriend. Not even
or to their sneaky link. Mm-hmm. Who's coming over after you then took out.
Yep, they gonna do it to them.
Yep. And be like, here, you hungry? I got you something while I was out with my girlfriends because she ain't gonna tell them she was on the date.
And I always would feel bad, like I had a date and I'm, bringing home for myself. I got over like the next day or something like that or whatever, or that night because I had the right to do that. Double standards not over here. It's like they be like, oh, you got something in the fridge, and I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, this man paid for their food. I can't have this other man eating another man's food that he paid for. It just didn't feel comfortable to me. I wasn't comfortable with it, let alone have a man buy a meal again. I'm about to,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you for having morals. So many of y'all don't.
Double standards.
Moral scruples and values.
Yeah, that was just weird. I don't know what's going on with this world. Men do better if you ask a woman out. Do the job. Bring something on the day. First day, nice. I don't know when that stopped. Men bringing something, a card, jewelry sometimes. Got jewelry on the first date. Flowers. Nice, if y'all spoke on the phone, something nice that you learned about the woman, something that's beautiful. If you want to continue a relationship with that person.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna pay for this food. Do
See, but yeah, do that, and but also, ladies, a man does not. You don't go on a date with a man because you're hungry. You can't feed yourself. That's trifling. That's trifling. You trifling.
Yeah, if you don't truly like that man and giving him a chance, truly, don't take his money. Don't take his time. Trifling. Don't take his.
And you deserve to be with somebody who come with their wallet and 2 condoms.
Who said 2? One a day.
Oh, this guy right here. I'm gonna do it. All right. This is not funny, but it's chuckle every time I say it, and I want to get the story out because it's wrong.
What?
A man, they called the police to help him, and they ran him over.
Oh, that man.
It's not funny because he died.
He was in
rest in peace, sir.
Some kind of dispute, and he got shot. And was laying in the street and called 911 and said, I'm laying in the street. I've been shot. I need help. And the cops came and ran him over because they weren't looking down. They looking on the sidewalk
Lord
and trying to
forgive me.
read house addresses and everything.
forgive
Ran
me.
the man over and killed him.
It's like an episode of a TV show or something.
Yeah, like that. Like Brooklyn 911.
Yeah,
Reno
it's something like
911,
that.
whatever
Yeah,
was.
Reno 911. There's some kind of stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
how? And how do you? Oh, poor.
Yeah.
Well, and he was married.
Yeah, he was already bleeding out from a gunshot wound and couldn't get up.
Was it intentional though? Because the cop
Oh.
was.
Mm.
Who knows? It's not funny. Rest in peace, man. But
All
wow.
I know is she got a year off
Paid.
and her job back. Because they said, oh, it was an accident.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go over these two more things. Then we want to go. Well, actually, we don't really need to go over anything else. But tell these people what have you learned this year from yourself about yourself. I wanted to put that in there, and you guys can what the.
I
And then
learned
you
that
guys-
my tolerance level for wrong people is a lot higher than I thought it was. Because like I used to be ready to punch everybody in the face.
Yes.
This year I learned, you know what? You just let people be themselves.
That's why you're going slow. Because you're
Because
going retardation. That's what the word is
all
for.
that means though, is that they're a little slow. It's okay, they can be whoever they are, and I can just remove myself from the situation.
I don't know. I keep doing this. I'm like
Yeah.
wow, magician.
But I'm
Whatever.
gonna remove myself from the situation. I don't have to deal with other people's issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's one thing I've been working with, and something I am learning, and in the past couple of days is toward me to close my mouth, stop. Put whatever information I have to put out there, but that's it. If somebody has a question, answer your question. No, whatever conversation you have, just listen, Naya, because people don't want to hear nothing you have to say for the most part.
Once they made their mind up.
And not even just that, people think when you don't have the same opinion as them, or you have a different view on something, that you're going against them. And it's like, you got to talk about what you talk about. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. It don't have nothing to do. It doesn't negate you. It doesn't take anything away from you. It's just you got to talk. I get to talk now.
Validate them with what you say, then you might as well. Then you're against.
And that's weird because it has nothing to do with you. It's like, how dare you get to have you get to talk about whatever you want to talk about, and then when it's my turn, I'm supposed to talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's very selfish. So I've learned that a lot. There's so many people in this world who only want to hear themselves speak and want validation from hearing themselves speak.
But
And they
those
do
people
not.
to be dumb. They don't think before they talk because
I
they're just
wouldn't
listening
say-
to themselves speak. Sometimes they're not thinking it out.
I wouldn't say dumb. I would say
I
in a
said not
stupor.
smart. I didn't
I would
say
say in a
dumb.
stupor, because that means you're just standing still. And that's not how you grow. And that's very unfair to other people. People are not supposed to think everything alike because we're different. We have different ways we do things. And to dishonor someone's space to be able to be who they are because it's not who you are, it doesn't discount you. It can't discount you because you're the only you and they're the only them. So let them be them and you get to be you. And then enjoy each other instead of taking offense to it. And another thing I gotta say, if you get offended by somebody, don't go in their inbox and put a whole long rant in there and you can't say nothing to them, even just have a conversation with them. That's cowardice, you're a punk, and you're a pussy. Anytime you get a problem with someone or you get offended by something with somebody, say, talk to them. Because a lot of times it'd be miscommunication. But instead, you get your fucking attitude, as like I said, your fucking attitude, and you want to be a pussy, a coward, and leave long rants instead of being a fuck grown up and talking to someone. Grow the fuck up, everybody.
That sounded specific.
It's specific to it's specific to a lot of people, and not necessarily it happened to me. So I sit around and see it and be like, "That's some cowardice shit."
No, that is the world we live in. The internet. I can hide behind my comments. You never have to see me, and I can just sit back and hide and be like, "Oh, I didn't agree. You hurt my feelings when you said it."
Yeah.
Say it to my face.
Yeah, so it's just like that's cowardly. Grow up. You're a big person now. a big person, you get to make your own decisions and your choices, and you get to use your big words. So use them. Another thing that's a big thing for me. I'm just y'all gonna see not in the new year outside of this because we're here to talk. This will be my place to talk. But I ain't got nothing to say to nobody no more. You ask me a question, I'll answer it. But I'm gonna sit there and smile and enjoy all the joy inside of me because that is in the Bible. Don't cast the pearls against. I don't like calling people swine, but don't cast pearls against swine or whatever like that. To the swine or the meat of swine. Don't talk to people that don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They want to hear themselves. And if you don't want to hear what they got to say, you stay to yourself too. Because a lot of times we don't really be that interested, especially when one thing I find interesting, and this is just me, because this is the type of person I am. I love to debate, and I debate like, oh, you're wrong and I'm right. It's like, oh, I heard this, but I heard this about this. And you tell me what you heard, and I tell you what I heard. And then we say, oh, I heard this. And I said, oh, I didn't know that. And now I can go on and say, this person left something with me. And then maybe I incorporated what I have. Or I can just say, this person has an opinion like this. And this is interesting about that. Y'all not that interested no more. Everybody have the same opinion. Kind of corny and boring. But yeah, I'm learning this coming this time, the solstice and everything has taught me, and this years has taught me to shut the fuck up. Mind my motherfucking business. Keep my thoughts, my energy, and my stuff to myself. When I share stuff, share it, leave it alone. If nobody says anything, need anything, if they don't come to you with it, keep my mouth closed. Also, my rage and my temper is getting a lot better. I did really good today. I saw someone that owes me money, and he's still alive. I did so good. So yeah. So what if you said what you didn't? You
I said I went first.
Yeah. What is your New Year's? That's your New Year's resolution, or which one?
That's all we getting up this. I don't resolve to do anything different than what I'm doing.
Yeah. And there's another one I like that. LaDonna, what you put up there? Yeah, and be you. And family is truly important. It is truly, truly important. You need your family. Y'all have the same blood. You have the same chemicals and same thoughts and all that stuff all in y'all. Y'all should be able to come together. And even though, and trust me. Oh, family, dinger. And not saying that you're supposed to be around people who are destructive and toxic, but send those toxic and destructive people love and peace. I'll say that because hopefully one day they may in this lifetime get better and y'all can come back together and be a family and grow and love each other because you need your family. You out there without your family, you naked. And it's lonely. Trust me. Lonely world when you ain't got family.
And you're naked.
Well, it ain't lonely when you're naked.
Yes, it is, because you be cold.
You get real quick. But yeah, if you have a family, cherish your family. If you have a family, here we go. Cherish your family. If you don't have a family, or you don't mess with your family, or your family don't mess with yours, you know what I mean? Send those people love and life, and you have to still go on with your life. You got to let it go. And that's another thing. Let them go and move on and send love and life. And maybe one day it'll come back together. Prayer helps and prayer works. Just don't know when or how, but it will. Thanks for reminding me, LaDonna. That was awesome. We up out of here. We had 2 viewers. We had 2, 3 viewers. Oh, we coming up. Oh, look at that. We getting up there.
Y'all.
I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate the people who rewatch. We just appreciate y'all. I appreciate doing this show, and I appreciate you. Oh, Anthony.
Appreciate you as well.
Your hand.
Your hand's cold. Why your hands so cold? You sit right next to me.
I have a warm heart. I have a really warm heart. If you can't tell, if you can't tell, I have a really warm heart.
Have really cold hands.
Yes, I appreciate you.
Well,
I'm happy we doing this show together.
Feels weird.
It does, but we're not going to let go. We're not going to let go. If you don't have your one hand folded and being waiting on the bus, that's what they used to tell us back to school.
I didn't go to
I
Catholic
appreciate.
school.
I said acting. I appreciate you.
Didn't go to acting school.
Yes, you did. You went to Kappa.
No, I damn sure didn't.
Can I appreciate you, please? I want to appreciate you live because this is how people appreciate people now. I don't even want them to
Who
see your
does that?
face. I want them to know that I'm appreciating someone live.
All
I
right, you said
appreciate
it.
I
3
can
times.
say it more. I appreciate you. I'm enjoying this show that we're doing together. And I enjoy the other shows we're doing. I enjoy your friendship. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Take it. All right.
That was weird.
Thanks, Latana. He doesn't like to be touched.
Yeah. Stop. No, you better not.
He gonna punch me
I
in
might.
my soul. All right, y'all. Y'all have a happy end of the year. Happy
Yeah.
Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Merry
happy
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Xmas.
No, Xmas, you ain't taking Christ out of Christmas.
I'm not Christ. They took Christ out of Christmas.
I know, but I look,
Advent.
ain't no Xmas.
And solstice. I said that. And
New Year's.
Tres Reyes. January 6th. And New Year's.
And it's like a day left in Hanukkah.
You
So
did
they
not do
left.
that. You know we can't talk about those people.
I said it's a day left. Celebrate.
Don't be talking about those people in this
They
stuff.
got
We will get canceled. We will get
They got a
canceled.
candle light.
So yeah, y'all be happy, be safe, enjoy yourselves. Don't be hard on yourselves. Take this time during the solstice to just let things go, relax, be yourself. Something that I work on with myself whenever I can get a little off or something, I have to remind. I just say I am, and those words are really powerful. I am. Oh, it's making me feel a
They
little
speak
tangled.
things into existence.
Ooh, it make me tingly. I like it. I am somebody. And then I throw my name in there and say, I am Naya. And I feel much better. So, that's just something I do. Maybe it'll help for you. But really, don't be so hard on yourselves. Love yourself more. Just be you, not anybody else. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, y'all.
See y'all next year, I guess.
Yeah.